everybody, welcome back to Cards by the Hill. My name is Jane Hill and I'm going to look at 3 craft kits that you would have seen in one of the hauls recently. Now, on looking at these craft kits closely, let's start with this one. It says everything you need to create beautiful handmade greeting cards. Now, looking inside the pack, we've got some cut out pieces of pearlescent card, some small sections of vellum, some envelopes, cards, 6x6, and some embellishments. So we've got sequins, sequin flowers, gems, and seed beads. Now, everything you need to create beautiful handmade cards. Well, not everything is here that we would need, because we haven't got any backing paper, we haven't got any glue, albeit even if it was a little tube of glue, and we haven't got any sentiments or messages to include. So based upon what we've been given, 6x6 base, some embellishments, vellum, and some pieces of card cut out from pearlescent card, we're going to make a card. So where can we start? Okay, so we've got some blue sequin flowers. So let's get some of those out. So obviously it's going to be a white card because we've been given white bases. So we could do something like 4 sequins flowers in the bottom. And then to add to the flowers, we could use sequins on top. Like that. And of course, bear in mind we've got no glue included, so you would have to buy glue. And then on top of that we could add either seed beads or the gems. So we'll have something in each corner. Like that. Okay, so I'm going to stick those down and then I'll be back. Okay, so stuck down the sequins, the sequin flowers and the gems in all 4 corners, and I've stuck down a piece of the pearlescent card in the centre. Now, there's a piece of vellum to go over the top of that, but what are you actually going to put between the card and the vellum? Because there is nothing except the embellishments that they've provided. So there's nothing else you could use from the pack to stick in there. I mean, they've given you examples here, but they haven't even included any flowers, which is a bit bizarre. Very bizarre. So I suppose what I want you to be aware of is when you buy these craft kits and you think they might come with everything, they actually don't. So what I'm going to do is find something to put in there, and then we're going to cover it with the vellum and finish decorating it and see how much more we actually needed to complete the card. Okay, so we've got various star forms in blue. The card seems to have a blue theme going on. So I thought we'd put a happy birthday and make it a birthday card across the top. Like that. And that's Starform sticker 390. And then in the centre we would put a butterfly. And cover that with our piece of vellum. And maybe another butterfly on that side. And this is challenging because we haven't got everything we need including in the pack. So with our blue sheets, it's already got happy birthday on it. Got some little blue stars on this one, which we could add dotted around. And this is sheet DB019. But as I say, you'd have to buy glue, Starforms. If this was your first crafting kit that you bought and you thought you was going to be getting everything included, you'd be very disappointed. So I'm just going to dot some stars around. And this is craft kit number 1 from the haul. Just to give you an idea, I mean, even if you bought it for a child, you would still need extra bits for them to be able to do anything with it. And what you're going to actually create isn't going to be that complicated, or you know, you might be a bit disappointed with it. So I've just dotted around some stars here and there just to fill up the empty space. And then our vellum can just go over the top of the butterflies, I guess. Now, in order to put our vellum on, we've got to use tape or glue dots or something, and then we've got to cover up those dots with something on top. So again, you'll be looking to put a couple of flowers on top of the glue dots. Cover those up. And we've got nothing for the inside. We've got no backing paper, no message, no sentiment, no nothing. Okay. And I don't think it says what the company was. No, it just said, oh, there we go. Ackerman Group. That one's from. Right, so let's get a couple of glue dots. So we've got our glue dots here. These ones are just from Bostik. Attach them to our vellum. Try and attach to the vellum rather than the card, because if you attach to the card and it goes wrong, you've messed your card up. I mean, obviously in this case it doesn't really make any difference. Right, so there's our piece of vellum. Could have gone down with that butterfly really, down here, or left it off altogether, but there we go. And then you could cover up the glue dots with more sequins. But I mean, it's not really something you would look to buy if you didn't have all the rest of the materials to use already. So if you do buy one of these kits, just beware that you won't get everything you're hoping to in them, and you may have to spend a little bit more on extra products to actually make a card. Alright, so that's craft kit number 1. Let's move on to another one. So the next one is do-it-yourself cards, everything you need to create beautiful, creative, handmade greeting cards, easy, creative and personal. And this one didn't have a company on it, it just said made in Indonesia. So let's see what we've got in this one. So we've got embellishments again, some puffy flowers and hearts, sequin flowers again, heart gems, circle sequins, and some small dark blue gems. And we've got 6x6 cards again, in white. Let's see what we can do with this one. Right, so let's get our gems ready. Now we've got absolutely nothing extra again in this one, no backing paper, no messages, no sentiments, no nothing. I guess you could cut this piece off the front page and use that as a small piece of backing paper for the front, but it has got sellotape on it, so let's have a look. Let's cut it down and cut it down that side, and we can use it as a border on the front of the card. We just need to trim it a tad. Okay, we'll use that as a border, so we've got something. And you would ultimately end up mixing these craft kits up together, because you'd need bits from all of them to make a sensible card. So we'll stick that down on the front, so we've got some sort of border going on. Right, now we've got some puffy elements, which are hearts and flowers. There we are. These are quite pretty. And I mean, you can place these anywhere. They're very pretty in all fairness. Do like those. So you could have one at the top, one on the bottom of the border. Then you could have a heart in the centre. But then you're left with this entire white space to do something with these. So again, no backing paper, no glue, no extra elements, no vellum this time, no message, nothing like that. So in all fairness, because we've got so much space here, we might have to put the puffy ones on this side. Something like that. And then again, we've got to put the flowers, the sequins and gems somewhere on this yellow portion. If you've had any experience of these craft kits, let me know. Let me know if you've bought any good ones that actually do have everything you need to make a card. So again, we're going to have flower sequins, round sequins, don't think we're going to use the very tiny gems, but we'll use the hearts. And then that's the basis of the card again. So, I mean, with this one, if you bought some star forms, you could probably do quite a bit with it, because you've got the extra puffy elements. I'm just going to glue all this down and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so I've stuck everything down. Obviously it's got to dry. I've added 2 hearts inside the flowers there. So now we're at a loss because we haven't got anything else to use that we can apply. So back to our starfalls, and it's blue again, I notice. So again, we're going to add happy birthday in blue. To give it a little bit of sparkle. And then some butterflies. These are the same ones I've used for the last one. So we just add a couple of butterflies. And that's about it really. We've got no sentiments, no backing paper for the centre, but I think that's as best as we're going to get. So that's card number 2 from craft kit number 2. Very similar because we've had to use the same items. Alright, on to craft kit number 3. And this one is, again, without mention of a company on it. So, no idea. But this one has got bows, gems and embellishments. Sequin flowers and pink gems. And some mulberry flowers, which are really pretty. We've got no backing paper again, or message or sentiments, and we've got white 6x6 cards and envelopes. Alright, so we've got nothing on this paper that we can actually take to make a border with, so we're out of luck there. So we've got a bunch of mulberry flowers, which I should imagine their intention is for you to stick it straight in the middle of the page, which, okay, want to use the whole bunch? Probably not. So, because if this was all you had, you would need to save some for another card. So we're going to divide this bunch and use half, like that. So we've got 5 there, which looks ample really. and we'll spread them out a little bit. And then obviously they'll go in the centre with a white bow across them because we've been given bows. Okay, so we're going to twist the bottom of the flowers like that, just to secure them. Spread them out a little bit. And then glue them to the front. So we'll need a white bow. To add to the flowers there. So let's get these glued on. And they're going to go in the centre like that. And then we're going to glue our bow on just under the stems there. Okay. Right, so, and of course there's another tool you might need when you do these cards, which is the quick stick, which is the wax precision tool from We Are Memory Keepers, so you can pick up small gems and embellishments. So that would be another expense. So we've got pink this time, which means that if we use star forms, we've got to use pink star forms. That's another sheet that you would have to buy. So let's get a few of these out. So these are going to go on again, 4 corners. We'll do something different with it this time. Let's get the sequins on. So there's our sequins, our flowers. And then we're going to add the pink embellishments. Which they've supplied on top of those. Like that. And this wouldn't really be one that you'd send in the post, because by the time it got there, everything would have fallen off. So you'd have to hand deliver this to somebody. So just positioning them on top of the sequins. Okay, and then we're left with pink gems and red gems. So all I can think to do with what we've got left is to dot them around. So we'll dot some pink ones around. And some red ones. I don't know why they've included red when nothing else is red, but still. They're there, so we'll use them. Now the glue's got to dry, remember. I'm not going to go over all the gems and wipe all the glue off, because this is just a example of this kit. Now I'm not going to add any star forms with happy birthday or anything else, because apparently we haven't got any, have we? We've only been supplied with the contents of the packet. So we didn't have star forms to add. This is basically what you could do with it. That's about it. That's all we're going to add. Could go on forever. So there we are. Nothing spectacular. Plain card. Not a lot going on. I suppose they're good if you wanted a card in a hurry and you needed to make something quickly. Then, you know, or you was on the go and you needed some items to make a card, just throw one together. If you was on holiday, they might be a good idea. But for an avid crafter or someone who's been crafting for years, I don't think they're the best people to buy them for. Okay, I want to thank you for subscribing and for liking, as you have done so magnificently, and I'm so grateful. Please continue to do so, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.